The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyromedia Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members.
What's up, people? What's going on? Welcome to Thursday night. This is Kandid Konversations, of course. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Volvo. Welcome, everyone. Tonight is the season finale for Kandid Konversations. Y'all know I do mine in seasons. I can't do like these other people go all year round. But tonight, I am celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. I have one of my favorites here in the house, young man from Chicago, Illinois. I call one of my little brothers. Very talented. Yes, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Vice. Good evening. What's going on, Vice?
What's good, everybody? Kandid Konversations. What's happening?
Hey, so what's going on?
Man, ain't nothing up here in the Chicago area trying to knock this. We're finishing up this album, getting these videos together so I could, hit the world with some good hip hop is needed.
Right. So you're doing videos. So you doing, and now we're at the time when we say videos is old school. Some people, some people ain't doing videos. They're just out there.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get into it as we do this interview. So let's jump into it. So introduce yourself to people. Who is Vice?
Vice, my name used to be Vice Verse.
Right.
So I cut the verse off. It's just Vice. Now I'm an MC from Chicago, Illinois, the south side of Chicago. Born and raised here in Chicago. Been doing stuff in the music business since I was a kid, man. I was one of those kids that liked to be seen. So I was in all the talent shows and, doing Prince and Michael Jackson when I was a shorty. I wanted to be a singer, but I couldn't sing. So I started off doing the hip hop dancing because that's the dancers is how you got the women. The females like the dancers. I liked Big Daddy Kane and what he was doing, but the girls loved Scoob and Scrap. So I started off doing the dancing, and then I was pretty good at doing poetry, and started rapping about 18 years old before I went to college. And since then, it's been my passion. I just went full force about 20 years ago. Quit teaching. I was teaching. I stopped teaching and just went full blast into the music industry. So that's me, Chicago MC from the South Side of Chicago, ghostwriter, songwriter, MC. They don't say MC no more. They call themselves rappers. A lot of them don't even know what MC mean.
Right. Well, that's because these, in my opinion, a lot of these, they're not MC. None of them are MC.
None of them. No.
There is a difference between MC and rappers. But
yes.
Now, so I'm gonna take it back now, like Brown Sugar. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh wow. I fell in love with hip hop, Kire. It was 87. No, 87. Yeah, we had just moved to Country Club Hills, Illinois, in the south suburbs of Chicago. Growing up, I listened to hip hop, of course, anything that was on the radio. But up until I was 14, 15 years old, my favorite artist at that time was all I listened to was Prince and house music. That was it. I wanted to be like Prince. I wanted to be a singer. So it wasn't until we had just moved to the suburbs, and one of my friends, we were playing basketball at his house. And this girl that I went to high school with, she used to put a radio in the window and play hip hop. And the first record I heard, I think that made me fall in love with hip hop, it was Vapors by Bismarck. By Bismarck. And then I asked her, I was like, can I borrow that tape? She was like, no, you got to give me a tape and I'll dub it for you. So she dubbed for me my first 4 hip hop albums were PMD, Strictly Business, Public Enemy, that takes Nation of Million to hold us back. What was the other one? Big Daddy Kane, Raw, and Colors, the soundtrack from the movie Colors. So it was like I was about 16 years old. I fell in love with hip hop pretty late. So it was like I was 16 when I fell in love with hip hop.
I wasn't Colors. I only like one song off of that Colors soundtrack. I wasn't really no West Coast fan.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't. Ice Cube was the first artist that made me like West Coast rap. Yeah, I didn't like it at first. We'll get into why later on. But now, when did you enter into the music industry?
I got into the music industry probably, let me see, in college. When I was at Jackson State, I was part of this crew called the Stupa Stowaways. Got some notable members in the Stupa Stowaways. David Banner was in the Stupa Stowaways with me. A group called Abstract Mind State. If you look at the documentary, the Kanye documentary on Netflix, his Ice Gree is part of the Abstract Mind State. My cousin, DJ Scrap Dirty, he's the president of the Violator All-Star DJs. So we were this little crew, it was like the Wu-Tang of Mississippi. We put a single out. And it was a local DJ who put our single on wax and sold it. And I think that was probably the first time I entered the music business. And I didn't know anything about the business part of it. That's what people don't know. It's called the music business and show business for a reason. You know, and I found out real quick about the business part.
That's the part to get people that they don't understand.
They don't understand the business.
The music is the passion and it's fun.
Yes, that's fun.
Business.
That business is the bull. The business.
So speaking of business, so now what was the how was the process from entering the music business to now, from then to now?
It hasn't changed much. You have to be very careful who you deal with. You have to read those fine prints in those contracts. You have to you just have to be very careful who you deal with because you can't get played out here. But you have to, with understanding the business, you have to understand if somebody puts the money down in it, then you just have to, that's their money. Back then I actually thought that you were discovered because of your talent. I thought that talent was what got you put on. It's not. Talent is half of it, but you have to invest. You have to invest in yourself, or you have to have somebody to invest in you, or you're not going to make it. And that held me back for a long time because I didn't invest in myself. I looked at like somebody else was supposed to invest in me. But it was me reading. I was reading a book. I forgot what it was, and they were talking about Whitney Houston, and it was it was explaining how when she was young, how Clive Davis signed her, but he never put her out. He would just have her doing background vocals and doing little shows here and there because her parents had to pay him. You know what I'm saying? They had to invest that money. They had to invest that money on her. So once Clive got that amount of money he needed, then Clive was like, we could put her out though. But when I found that out, I was like, wow. Like Whitney Houston is one of my favorite voices, and if Whitney Houston had to invest, right? You need to invest. You need to invest in yourself, and that's when I was like, wow, let me change the things around. So yeah, I had to learn about the business part of it because it held me back for a long time.
So now, how has the internet impacted the music business, you think?
Oh man, the internet. I think the internet is not bad. It's the streaming. The streaming part of it is what's terrible. The internet it's like it's back in the days we had to do this hand to hand. You're a poet. You know what I'm saying? If you put something out, you had to go and put it in somebody's hand. If you had CDs, you had to be standing outside somewhere selling them hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it's kind of easy. You just put a song out and Anybody can download it, so it helps a little. But it's that streaming, man. That streaming is bullshit. That streaming is not cool at all.
Good now. So the streaming. So is it? How am I trying to say this? With streaming, is it harder to get paid?
Yes, you don't get paid. There is no really get paid. There's a listing that I can still send you. It's okay. Say a person gets 1 million streams. 1 million streams. You probably get. I don't even know how they break up a penny, but they break it to like 0.001. So if you get 1 million streams on YouTube, you get 1 million plays. You're only going to get a check of about $800. Yeah.
For 1 million streams?
Yeah, for 1 million streams. Apple Music pays you the most. So with 1 million streams, I believe Apple Music, your check will probably be like $1,200 for 1 million streams. This is why you see artists like Drake. He'll drop an album. He's going to put out like 13 singles because he knows he has to, that's why the writers are going on strike right now too, because those movies are streaming and the writers are not getting paid. The Writers Guild in Hollywood is like streaming is like, and it's not bad, but you got to blame people like Master P and Too Short. When these rich white execs found out how much money these young black men were making off hip hop out the trunk of their car, they were like, oh, we need to find a way to check this. So they stopped that, because if you sold 1 million CDs back in the day, you rich. And
it's all your money. You ain't have to split no.
All your money. Now with this, man, they taking out so much money with the streaming, it don't make no sense. It's like, and I tell a lot of people, if you like your artist, if there's an artist that you love, don't stream. Find somewhere they're selling their album and buy that album. If you even got to go to the store and get the CD, that's the best way to support them, because the streaming, it ain't making no money out the streaming, man. The streaming is terrible. Like, it's terrible. Somebody making a lot of money and it's not the artist.
Well, damn.
Right, it's terrible. Like, we should go on strike. Me and my friend were just talking about this the other night. Rappers and singers should go on strike. You know what I'm saying? And pull all of our music away from these streaming companies till they fix it, because it's not cool, man. It's not cool at all.
So the artist is not winning.
Not winning at all. We're not winning at all. It takes the passion away. It takes the passion away from the man, because it's like, like I said, if you get 1 million streams, you think you rich. Somebody tell you, man, your song got streamed. That means it's been played 1 million times, and you get that check, and you like, what?
Exactly.
This is what I get. This is what I'm gonna get for 1 million streams. I get this check. You're like, why am I doing this now? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the artist. And then, because when it comes to CDs and albums, the writer got paid before the artist. So the writer's not winning at all.
Writer's not winning. Nobody's winning. And the artists, the producers, nobody the one who does the music, they're not winning at this at all.
Well, who the hell getting the money?
The record companies and the streaming companies. The streaming companies and the record companies are getting all the money, man, and it's a ripoff. Like, how do you split a penny into 0.001? Like, how do you split a penny in 13 ways? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense.
But see, a lot of people still don't know, in the music business. Back in the day, the artists probably still made their most money on tour.
On tour.
Because you got that money, but they were still splitting the artist. I think the artist got 0.3 cents or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, per album. Some of them, yeah. Some of them.
Record labels, that's what Clive Davis was rich, and these artists are just like.
And then the record labels now have made it to where now they have these 360 deals. So now these 360 deal means that the label gets a piece of everything. You used to get all of your money when you went on tour. Now the label gets a piece of that.
How the hell they work that in there?
Exactly. They get a piece of that. They get a piece of your merchandise. You sell merchandise, they get a piece of that too. If you sign that 360 deal. But if you don't, when you go on tour, that's all your money. That's all. But if you're on tour, if you sign to somebody and they get a 360 deal, you're not getting anything, man. These artists, it's a ploy when they out here like living. That's why you see a lot of them be on Skid Row after 10 years. They didn't blew all their money because they didn't have any.
Well, damn, and then because like I just saw a young lady who won. I didn't watch it then, but the young lady won American Idol. You know, they get the record contract and everything. She won, I think, a couple of years ago, and now she's back singing in the subway.
Yeah, she's back singing in the subway. I read that story. She that in itself is that in itself is a lesson for a lot of artists. Like, say what happened was she got signed, and I believe they gave her a signing bonus of $250,000. So a lot of artists don't understand that when they give you that money,
you gotta sell it back.
That's a loan. That's not your money.
All right.
It's a loan. So that $250,000, she probably went and bought an apartment, got her life together, but they want you to that's supposed to go on your studio time and all that stuff, but a lot of people don't do that. So when you put that album out, they want that money back. And I don't think her album probably didn't sound as well as they wanted it to, and she got shelved, and now she's doing what she in the train.
What she was doing before. And that's sad because she is a talent.
She's a talent, man. But she should put her music out herself. That's the best thing to do. Put it out yourself, like I do. I found it out when I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. What was this? 2002. Me and my friend Ty Hill, we did a CD, EP, and the EP got into the hands of some people at Warner Brothers Records. They called me while I was at work. I was teaching. I was a dean of students at this time. And I remember they called me. I told them I'd call them back. And I remember there was I knew she was a white woman. And she was like, Mr. Perkins, but you call me Vice, So we called you at work. You at work? I was like, yeah, I'm at work. She was like, what do you do? I told her I worked in the school district. And then they asked me, what you work for? You're a teacher. How old are you? And at this time, I was 32 years old. Like I was 30 or 32 years old. And they were like, we're not interested. Looking for somebody younger. And there was a black guy there. His name was Maurice Starr. He's from Chicago. I think he's how they got my music. And he called me right back. And he said, look, Vice, they're not going to rock with you because they want somebody young and stupid. They don't want no grown man who's going to be asking for all type of stuff. Because I'm a show ask. You sign me, you got to put me back in college. You have to take care of some things. Right. They want somebody young and dumb. And he said, put your music out yourself. And that's what I've been doing since then, is just putting it out myself. So she should do that. She should put her music out herself so she can make all her own money herself.
I hope she see this and do that. But Big Gip was just talking about that on somebody's podcast. He was like, when they were signed to LaFace, they would make LaFace and them would get mad because they'd be like, no, I'm not doing this and I'm doing that. Because they would have them doing dates, and they would have to split that check, 4 ways. With Outkast is only half and half. So they were getting more, and he was like, it's a lot of things that you all don't know that ain't in the business. And I used to tell when I used to manage artists, I used to tell these young kids, like, you really got to learn this business.
You have to learn the business part.
Don't just think you're going to get out here. I said this guy named Pierre. I said, don't just get out here and think you're just going to be singing. No, you got to learn the business.
You have to learn that business part. You don't know that. And that's what in 2014, I took a break because I was working with some artists, and the business didn't go well. And it left a sour taste in my mouth. And my cousin was like, well, you're a teacher. Why don't you just go and help artists out and mentor artists and do A&R work, which is what I did. And from 2014 to 2018, I did that, and I actually learned the business of it. And that's when I was like, wow, as talented as I was, if I would have invested in myself back then, I probably would have got further in my career, but I didn't know about the business part, Right. I didn't know about that part. I thought, like, hey, if I'm talented, you're going to sign me.
You're going to sign me and I'm going to be rich.
It don't work like that, man. It don't work like that.
Right. And there's a lot of artists out here that we love that looking rich on the TV and on social media.
But they really ain't.
Not at all. Their apartment ain't got no furniture.
And all the apartment is not in their name. So that means as soon as they get into it with the artist or with the label, they got to leave the apartment.
Exactly. Now, what was the best advice you received from anybody when you got into business as a writer performer? What was the best?
It would probably have to be from either my cousin Scrap or Chris Lighty. They used to him and Chris Lighty were very good friends because Chris Lighty was over the Violator All Stars DJs. He was on Violator period. and I would be on the phone with them. So they've given me a lot of advice, man. Some of the greatest advice was investing in myself. And then you have Twilight Tone, who gave me the advice on how to write. You know, I used to be a writer, or being an MC. I was a super MC. I was only talking to the rappers. And Twilight was like, nah, man, you can't just talk to the rappers. You have to talk to the world, Vice. You know, these women don't want to hear you talking to no rappers and how good you are. You got to talk about some things in these songs. So those are two of probably the best advice I've gotten from Chris was invest in myself, and from Twilight Tone on how to change my writing style and be a better writer.
Right.
Those two things helped me a long way.
So, okay, now what artists inspire you or have inspired you as a writer, as a performer?
Man, in rap, it would be Scarface, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube, Shock G. It's been a lot of rappers that influenced me. And music-wise, it was Prince, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Sly Stone. Those are some of the people that I watched, studied. Jackie Wilson, Curtis Mayfield. I had a lot of people inspire me. My house was full of music. My mother and father had music all over the place. So I can go from, man, Nancy Wilson, Sarah Vaughan, Miles Davis, you know, like all these people inspire me, man. You know, so yeah, they all inspire me.
So now, if it weren't for music, what career path would you have taken? Would you stay a teacher or something else?
Yeah, I'd stay a teacher. I'm probably going to get back in the classroom because they need me. You know, these young black men, and now it's these young black girls too. These young girls, man, they acting more manly than the boys. So I'm thinking about getting back in it, but I'll probably still be teaching. See,
it's good because you have a heart for kids. I think that's one thing that matters when it comes to teaching. You got to have a heart for kids.
You have to.
But these kids,
they different, man.
I'm just saying what I seen on social media, how they be fighting the teachers. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
It's their parents.
I blame parents. I blame our generation.
You know what, Kyrie? You are 100% right. Our generation dropped the ball because our generation dropped the ball because I know so many of my friends, man, who they don't whoop their kids. They don't discipline their kids. And they be like, well, I didn't like it because I got whooped and I got put on punishments when I was a kid. I'm like, what's so bad about that? So I
ain't gonna say don't whoop them, but I will say there's a way to discipline. You don't have to beat your kids.
You ain't gotta beat them. But even though I got beat,
definitely discipline.
Definitely discipline.
That's why I say I blame my generation, because that is. And I saw this chick on TikTok was saying that. Well, what our parents did, I didn't want to do it to my child. So you let your child run amok.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's getting them.
And then look at, like, because of our generation, we have son, like my oldest son is 31 years old. He doesn't have any kids though. But you have many of people that's our generation who are grandparents. So if they didn't discipline their children, now their children ain't disciplined their children.
And look what we got.
I just read something the other day that said in some city, I don't know if it's America-wide, but 3,000 third graders failed that standardized test. And I was like, wow, 3,000 third graders? That's a travesty, man. That's a travesty.
3,000 third graders.
3,000 third graders. I don't know if it's one city. I don't know if it's all the cities in America. I'm hoping it's all the cities.
I gotta find that.
If it's one city, that's terrible. I mean, they need to fire every teacher and go send DCFS to all the houses.
But see, these teachers don't even have, they half-ass teachers, some of them.
They have and then a lot of people were blaming, I saw the thread, a lot of people were blaming COVID. And I understand the COVID situation was difficult, but I went to a school in Chicago, and it was called Skinner Classical. You have to be 2 levels ahead to go to the school. Mm-hmm. And I was in 3rd grade. I remember my first term paper in 3rd grade, Kyrie. This is a lot. It had to be about a country. It had to be minimum 62 pages written in 3rd grade. So that meant that my parents had to be involved.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? My homework, I would be doing homework till I was 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. My parents had to be involved with me. And a lot of parents drop their, as a former teacher, I saw it. They drop their kids off at school and expect these teachers to do everything.
Yeah, you're responsible from 8 to 3. That's the attitude. That's whole attitude.
And then sometimes your mom is the first teacher. Your mother is supposed to be the first teacher. And then your father, your parents supposed to be your first teacher, and they're not. So they get to kindergarten, don't even know their colors. They don't know the ABCs. They know the rap songs though.
Yeah.
They know the lyrics of those rap songs. They don't know. They don't know that.
My parents be like, "Do you know that math work? Like you know that song?" That's my mama.
That's my mama and daddy too. So you're gonna get it's a difference, man. We have it's these parents, man. And so I noticed that it was a lot of parents, they wanted their kids at home, they didn't want them at home. So they didn't help them. So you have a lot of kids that's left behind. So if those third graders now, that means they were in kindergarten when all of this was going on, that was their first time, being in the school atmosphere, but now they're not around kids. So it's like, yeah, man, it's our generation, man, they messed a lot up.
Drop the ball.
Yeah, we dropped it.
Drop the ball. But before we go into a commercial break, everybody, I want to play Vice's new song called Lifelines. This is a mellow song. I love this. This is real mellow, chill. But listen to what he's saying. Now, is this the most autobiographical song you've done?
Yes. My sister said, yeah, it's like I've never written a song like this, man. I've never been this vulnerable ever in a song, ever.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into this video. It's called Lifelines.
Yeah. You never know what life can bring, you know what I'm saying? The good, the bad. It's life. I come from a place where colors and hats could get you carried by 6. Playgrounds sometimes be empty, retaliations be quick. Friends go for monkey bars to fast cars and pimping bras. Some shoot to kill, some shoot for the stars. All the sequel to this movie got the same old story. Life, death, joy, pain, same allegory. Same thing can make you cry, can make you laugh. In a city where pain is slow and living is fast. So to keep pace, I grab a 6-pack and hit the lake. Sit on the rocks, light one up, parlay. This is the best recipe after a hard day. The skyline design completing my feng shui. Take it all in, thanking the Lord that I'm still here. The road I traveled had obstacles, but I persevered. How I'm lucky to see my kids grow up, and I promise to live for them till this bitch blow up. Yeah. This lifetime, my eyes seen a lot in this lifetime. Whenever it got dark, I let my light shine. Look at me, I'm still here with all my lifelines. Yeah, this lifetime, my eyes seen it all in this lifetime. Whenever it get dark, I let my light shine. When I'm gone, play this song, my lifetime. I grew up in a 2-parent home like most of my friends. Such a beautiful experience I couldn't share with my kids. Drama with baby mamas, egos, pride, and maturity. Back then, I always ran when those problems was pursuing me. Found out the hard way you can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are, nobody else. Looked in the mirror myself and had a heart to heart. Cause when you want real revolution, that's where it starts. Train up a child on the righteous path will never part. Iron sharp as iron, so my blade remains sharp. Took all the words and guidance my parents taught me. Appreciate that extra time that them prayers bought me. In 06, my pops passed, that was my best friend. In 2020, mom's transition, here we go again. Trials and tribulations to the edge it will take. You must control your wants so your wheels won't break, dude. But Shay said to hold on. My brother Trev said to hold on. Scrap Dirty said to hold on. My bro Chuck said to hold on. T3 told me hold on. My brother Banner told me hold on. Yo Ty, we gotta hold on. Trace, we gotta hold on. Yeah. This lifetime, my eyes seen a lot in this lifetime. Whenever it got dark, I let my light shine. Look at me, I'm still here with all my lifelines. Yeah, this lifetime, my eyes seen it all in this lifetime. Whenever it get dark, I let my light shine. When I'm gone, play this song, my lifetime.
That was Vice with Lifelines. For cut to commercial real quick. Do you prefer being on stage or in the booth?
Stage.
Okay, that's where you're most comfortable.
That's where I'm most comfortable, man. I like to be seen. I've been on the stage since I was a kid, man. I'm at home on the stage.
Oh, okay. Because I've had some artists that I've interviewed tell me, they prefer the booth because they get nervous when they hit the stage.
Well, I'm nervous before. Before I hit the stage. If I'm not nervous, I've ever been nervous one time and I fuck my words up. But if I'm nervous, I'm gonna kill. I'm nervous, man. My legs, they gotta sit down. I can't stand up. But as soon as I go on that stage, everything leaves, and it's like.
But I laugh when artists tell me that they be nervous. Like I had a conversation with Lettucey, and she told me she be nervous. I said, when? Because I'm like, I've never seen her flub anything.
Man,
but
with that voice of hers, Lord.
Right, but she said before she hit the stage, she be a little bit.
I'd be nervous, but I can't even stand up. I can't stand up and feel like feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Oh damn!
But it leaves as soon as I go on stage. It leaves.
All right, y'all. When we come back, we're gonna play a game of Vice. Come back 1-on-1, real quick.
This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
And we're back. Vice, it was one question I did forget to ask before we get to the game. If there's one thing or a few things about the music industry you could change, what would it be?
Artists have more freedom and get paid what they're supposed to get paid. Put all these old white race dudes out of work.
Yeah,
that's who's running it all, man. They've been running it. Get them out of there. They need to go. They need to go.
I think that's why after I started learning stuff, I think that's why I did not like West Coast hip hop, because I didn't like it because when I was a kid growing up, hip hop was fun, and
Mm-hmm.
then you brought in the West Coast, and then West Coast brought in the violence,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when to me that's when it started changing.
Mm-hmm. And you have to and the white folks that was at the top of these record labels would rather play the violence than to play the good stuff that was coming from Public Enemy and Brand Nubian, those type of guys. Excuse me.
And like now, I mean, it's still like that. If you're a conscious rapper, they don't
Mm-hmm.
they won't quit.
They don't play that.
No,
they don't want to hear that.
They won't let it because, and then with men, they want you to talk about gangs and violence. With the women, they want you to sing about sex because a lot of people don't know is that Kaya was a conscious rapper to begin with. And then she just wrote My Neck and My Back just to get their attention.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a shame. Because actually, even though I don't care for her on a personal level, she is really a talent.
She's very talented. That's what they did with black folks, man. So before we get to the game, it's like, even with R&B and hip hop, they took the hip hop, they messed it up. Even with the R&B, they messed it up. Like, I have no problem with guys like with Sam Smith, Adele. I have no problem with these white folks, but they're singing about love. Black folks don't sing about love no more.
No,
they don't even. It's about fucking. So they go straight to it. Only.
Right.
Only. There's no love no more. We have no more love songs. In the hip hop, there's no more being conscious and telling you about what everyone can go on. It's straight violence and.
Right. If conscious,
yes.
It's independent. You know,
it's independent.
Yeah.
That's done purposely. That's done purposely. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard Stephanie Mills talking about that shit. I ain't got no problem with Sam Smith and them singing about love, but they don't want to hear us talk about love no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The last good album I heard, like, that's why I love her, because she's talented, man, and she's talking about love. The last R&B album I heard was when Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese put that album out. That was some good music. And they was talking about love. They weren't just talking about sex and get straight to sex. Now these slow songs are talking about sex. That's it.
Explicit.
That's
sex.
it. Right. Explicit sex. The Bruno Mars joint he did was Anderson .Paak was a breath of fresh air, because that was R&B, and it was talking about something, you know, that we know about love, and black folks know how to love. You know, so you take the love out of us, man. That's
right. Hey, Cupcakes. Hey, everybody. Cupcakes. Hey, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for joining us on this season finale. Now, what we're going to do right here, we're going to get into this game. I'm biting this off of Dr. Dante. This is who you got.
Okay.
So, object of the game is to build a battle, an army.
Okay.
Who you take to this battle? You know, you got to build this is going to be Vice's army.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm sorry. Before I got that, I'm sorry, Kwame. I forgot to do this in the beginning of the show, and I'm doing this for a reason. I'm dedicating the show to the group called Sequence. The Sequence. I don't know if you all remember them.
I do.
Of course you do. You hip hop. But the Sequence is these three women were the first hip hop female trio. Right, and this is why I always tell people Angie Stone is owed a lot of credit to hip hop. That's Angie Stone, y'all. Is Angie B, Cheryl the Pearl, and Blondie.
That's Angie in the blue.
Is Angie Stone.
Yeah.
Right. And these are three women, and they are from North Carolina, from the South.
Yeah.
Who went to New York to rap, and they were very successful at it. Had a mega hit with "Funk You Right On Up." With people are still
that was my joint. Gonna funk you right on up. They're gonna funk you right on up. I saw an interview where she said they wrote a lot of those songs over there.
Right. On Sugar.
I believe it.
Now, when I fell in love with hip hop, is they saw Monster Jam with Spoonie G. That's what.
I remember that song.
Hanging out with my cousins in the projects. That's what made me fall in love with hip hop.
I remember that song.
But I'm dedicated it because when they did a 50 years of hip hop, some kind of performance. First of all, they invited these ladies at the last minute. So Cheryl the Pearl said she wasn't going. Blondie and Angie Stone went. Then they sat them way up high in the nosebleeds and didn't even acknowledge them. And these women opened the door for female rap. They opened it for all rap, but mainly for women. Yeah. These ones who kicked the door in. Without these women, you wouldn't have Queen of TV. You wouldn't have Salt and Pepper. You wouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa. You wouldn't have Vanessa Sequence. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have Moni Love, Queen. None of them. Like even my favorite Roxanne Shante. None of them. So this
Mm-hmm.
show is dedicated to them. All right. With that being said, let's get into who you got now, Kwame. So we're gonna start off with. Oh, that's how they look today. So now, who you got? We're gonna start off with the groups. Okay. Now you
Okay.
choose between these three groups right here for your
Okay.
platoon. Yeah. Who we got up first? We got the Juice Crew, Stetsasonic, Juice Crew, Stetsasonic, or Wu-Tang.
Woo, that's hard. Damn. Woo, that's hard. I'm gonna have to go with Wu-Tang.
Okay. The Wu-Tang is your favorite.
I gotta go with Wu-Tang.
All right. And
I gotta go with Wu-Tang. That's hard though.
Let's go with the
Damn,
males.
that's hard. Yeah.
Let's go with the males, Kwame. Let's get it.
That's hard. I gotta go.
Okay, so you got Wu-Tang as your platoon. All right. Now, Kwame, let's go to the male soldiers. Who we got up first? Male, who we got first? Let's see. Between who we got first? Okay, so KRS One and Rakim.
Rakim.
Okay, Rakim. Next. That's our pick too. That's Rakim, my absolute favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Jay-Z and Nas.
Nas.
Okay. I agree. Nas. All right, next. Who we got? Twister or Buster?
Buster.
Okay.
Buster. Sorry, home team. I gotta go bust on that one.
All right, who we got? Kwame. You want Buster? All right. So you got Ludacris and T.I. Now, let me say this: if I put two up here that you don't like, you can put in somebody that you want instead.
Okay, between Luda and T.I., I'll go with T.I.
Okay.
T.I.
All right. So far, you got T.I., Rakim, Wu-Tang, and Buster. Now, Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick.
I already knew he was gonna say.
But Drake ain't no punk though. Drake can really rap. I met Drake right before he blew up. He was just a little acting dude. Drake can rap.
Now that's when I liked Drake when he had his very first mixtape.
First mixtape. That's when I met him.
You can't find that now. Nowhere. You can't find
Nowhere.
And that mixtape, in my opinion, that mixtape is hotter than anything he's ever put out.
Yep.
Okay.
That was it. So like, but Kendrick, I gotta go Kendrick, but my man ain't no Drake, ain't no punk though.
Okay. All right, Kwame. Who else you got for the male soldiers? Most Def or Black Thought?
Damn, that's hard. Black Thought, man. Damn, that's hard, but I gotta go Black Thought. These are some good choices y'all picked. Okay, Black Thought, I gotta go Black Thought. Damn, that's hard.
Okay. Come on, I got next for the men. Biggie and Tupac. Don't disagree.
Well, it would have been, I ain't gonna lie, man, it would have been Biggie, but I just watched that Dear Mama documentary and I gotta give it to Pac.
I saw your Facebook and I was like, I was with you till you made that left on Albuquerque. I'm still ain't sold on Pac.
Pac, man, I used to didn't like Pac. I liked him, but he wasn't in my tops.
Right, he's not in my tops. But what I will give Pac over Biggie is his versatility and subject matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I like the way. But even though both can rap, I like how Biggie rides the track.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I love. His smoothness.
Yeah. Biggie voice is more like an instrument.
Right.
More like an instrument.
That's what drew me. That's what drew me. That voice.
He's more like an instrument. His voice is it's like a. That's what your voice is supposed to be on record. It's supposed to be an extra instrument. So he's like an instrument. But I gotta give it to Pac.
Okay, Pac. So you said Pac. We got the more. You got the more men. Yeah. Run or DMC?
Run.
Okay. You said that quick. Okay.
Yeah, run all day. Run.
Reverend Run.
Whose house?
Right. Yeah, I do. You know I do. Yeah, I do like Run better than this. I do.
Yeah, Run was a cold.
All right, Quan, we got any more males? Yep, Ice Cube or Common?
Oh man, that's hard because Rashid is my home team guy, but Ice Cube was one of my first favorite rappers. I have to go with Common. I go with Common. That's hard though, because Cube is a great writer.
Right.
But I'm gonna go with Common.
He is. I like both. Yeah, that was. I knew that was gonna be hard.
That's hard, man, because Cube was a co-writer, man. He helped Eazy-E out a lot, and Dr. Dre. He wrote all their lyrics back in the day.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that, man, but he wrote all that. He wrote when he left. Then DOC started writing, and so did Ren. But that was Ice Cube writing all of their music, writing all those raps.
Right. His style is Cube's one of the best.
Cube is one of the best.
That's made me like West Coast rap. And then his first solo song that I really liked was No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. They said that's one of the best diss records ever.
I absolutely agree.
Well, next to Common, when Common dissed him on that song, "The Bitch in You," I think that's better than No Vaseline.
That was great. Yeah, The Bitch in You was great.
But No Vaseline is worldwide. Like,
yeah.
God damn, I'm glad y'all said it off. Yeah, he was. He came. He wasn't playing no games. God damn, I'm glad y'all said it off.
In my dormitory, you would hear that all over the second floor right. All over second floor right. Everybody was bumping that.
Everybody, man.
That was everything. All right, is that it for the men, Kwame? I'll move it on to the. Oh, here we go. We got the ladies up next. Ladies, okay. All right. Let's see who we got first. Roxanne Shante or MC Light?
Oh my God. Oh, that's hard. Let me see. My favorite, damn, that's hard. Light. It have to be Light. It have to be Light.
Now, of course, everybody know I'm picking Big Shot.
You know what? I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, wait a minute now, because Roxanne Shante is one of my favorites too, man. I gotta go with Light. Damn, that's hard. Okay, I gotta go with Light.
Light got just for me a little bit more edge, but Shante is just phenomenal.
Shante we talked about that too. Shante is woo.
Yeah. Shante is phenomenal because she can just look at you and just make up something. And like she went to the booth and wrote it. But what I've always hated, well, everybody knows, not just hip hop, the music industry is male dominated.
True.
But she got cheated out of that battle between her and Busy B.
Yes.
And right. Because she was annihilating everybody that came up to her. But because she was 15 and a woman, Curtis Blow said, well, I didn't vote for you because you were 15 and a girl. How does it look for a 15-year-old girl to beat a grown man? Like it looked, because that's what she did. She annihilated all of those grown men.
He was cold. Roxanne Shante was cold. Roxanne Shante was gone. Gone Girl, that was my Gone Girl was my shit.
That's the only song I liked on the Color soundtrack.
Was Gone Girl?
Yep. Bro, that was the only song I liked.
That was probably the song on there too.
Everybody who know me know I love Roxanne Shante. When I was growing up, I'd be blasting music. My mama, she hated rap. She's like, that's just noise, ain't gonna last. Then she would say about Roxanne Shante, you only like her because she got a mouth like yours. But everybody know Roxanne was a cusser. She got a mouth like yours, that's why you like her so much. No, mama, she can really rap.
Hey, TV. Hey, you know what's crazy is that you know the song she put out when she dissed all the females?
Okay.
You remember the song she put out when she dissed all the female rappers? Queen Latifah, MC Light,
Big Mama. My favorite. That's the absolute favorite. This song, Big Mama.
Big Mama. She snapped on. And guess what? This how you know she was cold. Not one female answered her. Not one. Who answered?
Light.
Light did answer. That's right.
Light was steady fucking.
But she said she did it because Light had to, because they said they was doing a show and they were all on this show together. And Roxanne went on stage and dissed everybody when they was in the audience. They had no idea she was going to diss them. And she dissed all of them while they was in the audience. And Light was like, you're right. Light was like, I got to get her back. But Steady Fucking wasn't better than Big Mama.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right. Absolutely not. No, Big Mama
It wasn't better than Big Mama.
It's still the top disc
Yeah,
record.
just
But
right.
she said she did it. But she said she did it because they was when they were backstage at the Sisters in the Name of Rap. She said everybody had this attitude. They was like, I should go last. I'm this. I'm that. She said okay. She said she sat back and she got them. But what a lot of people don't know is she did that. But when she got ready to record it, Big Daddy Kane contributed some of the lyrics.
Yeah, him and Granddaddy IU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who got next, Kwame?
What up, Fee? What up, Cam?
Queen
what up, Yo?
Okay.
Oh man, Queen Latifah all day.
You don't like Antoinette?
Antoinette was okay, but she was alright.
Okay, we did okay.
She was okay. I mean, because she was cool. She was cool, but Queen Latifah was like, I liked MC Light, but Queen Latifah was a woman MC that inspired me. Like the way she wrote, I was like, whoa, I don't sound like that. She had a song called Wrath of My Madness. Queen Latifah. Man, that song, I was like, I used to rewind that over and over and listen to her rap like, whoa. So yeah, Queen Latifah over Antoinette all day.
Yeah, she freshman year, this dude was when we first got to school, he was blasting. I had never heard her. All I heard was Shantae Light and Antoinette. I was like, so I went to, I said, who was it? This is her name, Queen Latifah. Never heard. I was like, okay. But then I really started listening to her, and she was conscious then.
Yeah, she was conscious then. Yep.
Very conscious.
Yep.
Yeah. But Antoinette, they got Antoinette the female Rakim.
Yeah, because her tone, yeah, but she was okay. She was all right.
I liked her. All right, Kwame, who we got next? I like Antoinette. Who up next? We got Eve or Remy Ma?
Eve.
Okay.
Even though I love Remy Ma, I got to go with Eve.
I like both.
I like both.
Yeah.
But I got to go with Eve. Eve is, if it wasn't for Eve, there wouldn't be no Remy Ma. That's how I got to look at it. If it wasn't for Eve, wouldn't be no Remy Ma.
But
Remy cold, though.
But in a battle,
Remy gonna tear her head off. Remy like Roxanne Shante battling.
I don't know if she that good, but okay. All right, Kwame, who I got next? Who up next? We got the City Girls of Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper.
I knew he was gonna say
easy. Salt and Pepper. Salt, one of my favorite female rappers.
Which one?
Salt.
Okay.
Salt, one of my favorite women female rappers. One of my favorites.
Okay, when they did the album of the Black and Red, when they
Salt with a Deadly Pepper.
Yeah, I did like Salt solo song.
Yeah. I Salt with a Deadly Pepper.
Now the City Girls, these new
they don't even write their own raps.
These new schoolers, and then all right, who else got, Kwame? Rhapsody or Megan?
That's hard. That's hard. I like Rhapsody. I like Megan because I met Megan before she blew up at South by Southwest. She was in a cypher spitting. So the Megan Thee Stallion that y'all hear right now, they ain't the Megan Thee Stallion that I know. Megan Thee Stallion can rap. She can rap her ass off, but she's doing a lot of stuff to make money. Mad cold. I'm tired. I'm just tired of hearing. I'm like, I need something more besides your pussy. Right. She can do that. Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Rhapsody until Megan starts rapping like she's supposed to. I'm gonna go with Rhapsody. But Megan cold.
Okay.
Megan cold. I can't wait till she get it popping.
Yeah.
I'm doing the interview feed.
All right.
Evil Remy Ma.
We got. Now, Kwame, show the picture that I put up, the female rappers, because I really want to know the old school female rappers. Show that picture first. Is that in there? Did you have that picture in there, Kwame? I guess not. I had a picture in there. I had two pictures there. The old school female rappers. I want to know, when do we go from here? It's Shantae, Light, Moni Love, Sweet Tea, and then some other sisters. When do we go from that?
Sweet Tea.
Yeah. When do we go from that female rappers who were dressed, in a jogging suits? runners to this. Everybody is naked.
Everybody's naked, man. Everybody's like the
Yeah, when do we go from that? Yeah, to this.
to this. Terrible. And all they talking about is they pussy and how they sex. Them girls right there can rap, man. Look at all that. Is that Millie Jackson with them?
Huh?
It was Millie Jackson, Sweet Tea, Vanessa Sinquest, Light. Yeah, that's everybody there. That's most of my girl name that was married to KRS-One, Miss Melody.
Miss Melody, yeah.
Yeah. This is when that's when they cared, man. Like nowadays, it's like,
I'm like, oh, sex sells. Exactly, meet the word because sex does sell. I'm just like, oh, I get tired of hearing about sex. Like I said, I love Megan, but Megan's last album, I was like, I can't rock with you, Megan. I'm tired of it. You got 20 songs, all 20 about the pussy. Oh, I'm sorry.
All 20 are about your pussy.
The other right. How you much like the right. Yeah.
Right. Right. And they do that they do that to blow up, and once they blow up, you think you would get, now I got my followers, let me switch it. But because I forgot the one rapping girl that just said that. I forgot her name following, but I read what she was like, what y'all heard me before, that was just for me to make money. Now I'm gonna let you hear how I really rap. You know what I'm saying? I see what somebody says it sells but doesn't make it. That's true.
Now another sister that I like, I didn't put in. I should have put in this mix though. Is Chica. You familiar with her?
Chica?
Yeah.
Where's she from?
She's from Alabama.
Okay.
Yes. CHIKA. Check out.
You talking about the girl who wear the mask? Does she wear like a mask? Does she have like a thing on her face? She's wear like a thing on her face? CHIKA. I seen that name before. I think I know you're talking about.
This is a heavy-set sister, heavy-set dark-skinned sister.
Oh, her. Oh, she cold. She cold.
Yeah, she cold. The rawest. I'm like, man.
And they're not gonna let her. They're not gonna let her be seen because they don't think she sells. She's not sellable, but she is. Shit, if they're gonna let Lizzo go out there and be half naked, they can let this sister go out there. She can rap her ass off.
Absolutely.
She cold. I know exactly what you're talking about. She cold. Chica's cold. I follow her on Instagram. She cold.
No. Oh, Mike, I had a good time with you. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate it, man. Kire, you always look out. The second time you interview me, and I got something coming up, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate that support, man.
Now, tell the people they can find you, find your music, find you.
You can find me on I'm on Instagram with the Vice Versa Dig. Twitter, Vice Versa. You can look up Vice on Facebook. I'm on all the streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Vice or Vice Versa. My music is on there. My new single is only on YouTube. Lifelines. You can only look for it on YouTube for right now. And I'm also on Bandcamp. A lot of people don't have Bandcamp, but Bandcamp is for artists where you can actually buy our albums. So yeah, I'm on all the streaming sites. So yeah, stream. If you got Apple, Spotify, look up Vice, and you'll find my music there.
Y'all heard it here. But thank you all for rocking with me all season. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe.
Appreciate it, my man.
Oh, no problem. I support.
Thank you a lot. Thanks, big bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you all for being. Now, this is the season finale. I will be back September the 21st. So you all come back then. I love y'all. Till then, you all can watch the reruns. Of course, you all can catch me on Pyro Power Hour, reality TV edition, and during the day. And I will see you all in the morning for Pyro Power Hour. Love y'all. Peace, everyone.
If you enjoyed this content, Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Pyro Media Network's YouTube channel for more awesome content. Plus, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when we go live or upload new videos. Visit pyromedianetwork.com today, not just to check out our incredible roster of talented creatives, but also to gain access to exclusive bonus material available only to our Pyro fam. Show your support for this Black-owned indie network by donating today. Help us keep igniting brands everywhere.